Do you think you are worthy of your desires? Do you match what it is you want? Because a lot of the times we're not manifesting what it is we want because we don't believe we deserve it. Deep down, there's a block of you not feeling good enough, or you thinking, well, really, it's for this person and not for me. And I say this from experience. This was my big block. What was preventing me from manifesting the life that I wanted was my disbelief in myself, that I didn't feel good enough. And what we learn from the law of assumption is that what we assume to be true, what we believe is true about ourselves, this is our self-concept, is what we manifest, is what we create for ourselves, is what we align with. So if you're wanting to manifest something, you want to change your life, you want a new career, you want more abundance of wealth, you want a relationship, maybe you want your dream body. There's something that you've been wanting that brought you to this video. You want to learn how to achieve it, how to get it. And all of the work has to do with you changing your self-concept. And the best way for you to change your inner self-concept, to change what you believe you deserve, is to first become aware of it. You want to sit down and you want to ask yourself these questions. They're shadow journal prompts, really, to get into your subconscious mind, to see that self-concept, understand those deep beliefs underneath the surface that are controlling your life. And so I want you to sit down and just ask yourself, what do I believe I'm capable of? What do I think I deserve? And if your mind goes blank, you don't really have the answer to these things, ask the reverse question. And this is what really helped me, is I asked myself, why don't you deserve it? Why isn't that dream career for you? Why can't you have your dream body? Why is that love not for you? Why is wealth not for you? And this might seem backwards, but what you're really doing is you're speaking to that part of you that doesn't believe you deserve it. You're speaking to that low self-worth, and it has an answer, and it's usually, I'm not good enough. That's for someone else, not for me. And if you still have a block, just keep asking yourself, why? Why not me? Why? Why can't I have that? Why isn't it for me? And eventually you'll push through that barrier of, I don't know what the answer is. And you will hear an answer. And uncovering those deep self-concept beliefs, the two top ones that hold people back are, I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy. And most likely you fall into one of these two. It could be something else, but those are just the top ones. And when you understand that's what's holding you back, you can start to see all of the patterns throughout your life. Opportunities that you kept letting go by. Diets that you kept failing because you didn't believe that you could be that version of you. Or maybe you kept spending all of your money, blowing through money, or putting in bad investments, not really understanding that you didn't know how to hold on to that money because you didn't feel like you deserved that money. So you self-sabotage. You blew the money. You blew the diet. You blew the relationship. This is what we do when we don't feel good enough, when we don't feel worthy of what it is we want. And this is why this is the foundation of manifesting. Because you manifest inside out, and if on the inside you don't feel good enough for what you want, it's always going to feel like this unobtainable thing, this thing out of reach, this thing you self-sabotage, this thing that you can never actually grab on and hold. And so you get into this routine of consciously wanting it, but never actually getting it. So something that you want to realize about manifestation is whatever it is you're desiring is filtered through your self-belief first. So if you want something so bad, it first has to go through your self-belief. It goes through that check of, do I deserve this? Am I good enough for this? And if the answer is no, and this could be a deep unconscious answer of no, you may not be aware that you're answering it with no, I'm not worthy. That's why the questions are super important. That's why you need to understand that you are doing this on some level. But once you realize that, you can now change that filter. And you can change the filter to believe you can have it, to believe it's for you, by visualizing, by reprogramming your subconscious mind through affirmations, through meditations, through the theta brainwave state, that sleepy state. Neville calls it the state akin to sleep. But you can reprogram your self-worth, your self-beliefs by visualizing, seeing what it is you want, and seeing it from the first person perspective, seeing that as you, seeing you holding, obtaining what it is you want. And when you can really visualize and see yourself as that version of you, all of a sudden your self-concept starts to shift because it's now a reality. You have seen it. You have felt it. It exists. It is real. So you start to become someone that sees that you are capable of receiving your desires. That's what visualization can do for you. I use this technique of visualization to change my self-concept, to lose weight. And I'd never been this skinny, in shape person. And most of my family was overweight. So it was out of my realm of possibility. And maybe you can relate to this. A lot of people are born in a family that doesn't have a lot of wealth. So to visualize being wealthy can be really hard. Or to visualize being fit when everyone around you is overweight can be really hard. You think it's not possible for you. It's just not in the cards for you. And this is what I thought when I was younger. So every night before I went to bed, I would visualize and see myself as this fit, my ideal physique. And I would visualize it and feel it. I would see myself putting on an outfit, see my legs, fit and tan. I would visualize that over and over and over again before bed, every night. And then I would add to that level of visualization. I would see myself going out in public, meeting up with friends, hearing them tell me how great I looked, feeling confident, and being able to visualize and see this other version of me, this ideal physique version of me. It made me believe that that was me. It helped me see that I was worthy of that. That could be me. And in fact, I saw it so vividly. I knew it. I knew it was inevitable. I saw it as certain. What happens is when you start to see your visualization every night before bed, you are reprogramming your self-concept to the version of you are seeing. And now I was taking actions. I started eating less. I started working out. I'd never worked out before. This was something so new to me. But I was taking actions from this new self-concept, the self-concept that I saw, that vision of me I saw. That's who was taking the actions. And my external world started to catch up with my new internal shifts, this new version of me where I felt worthy. I felt like I deserved that physique. I saw it so vividly, I knew it was me. And then I consciously, during the day, was now taking the necessary actions to actually achieving my goal. And this is how your self-concept is the foundation for manifesting. Because when you do that deep core exercises, not the physical core, but the inner core, when you do those deep inner thought, shadow work journaling, when you see what you're actually feeling about yourself, when you actually look at your self-concept and you realize that's the problem, that's why you're not manifesting what it is you want. That's where all the work needs to be focused on, is changing and seeing what's possible for you. And visualization can do that for you. It can change what you think and see is possible for you. So then when you go back to answer those questions of, what do I think I'm capable of? What do I believe is possible for me? Now you're going to answer them with I could have my perfect physique. I could wear whatever I want. I feel like I could meet whoever I want, date whoever I want. I feel so confident. There are endless possibilities for me. And that's what happened to me. Manifestation is just a mirror. It's just reflecting back to you your self-concept. And all of the work has to do with you changing your inner world, your self-beliefs. You can do this through reprogramming the subconscious. You can do this through visualization. You can do it through affirmations. But it should be tied to a deep emotional feeling. Because when you feel that affirmation to be true, that's what changed your self-concept. It's just not saying the words, it's believing the words. It's feeling them to be true. It's feeling your visualization. I didn't just visualize me in an outfit, right? I visualized me putting on the outfit. I saw it from first person perspective. I saw it to be true. And that made me feel it to be true. So remember that all of your desires, all of your manifestations, they're filtered through your self-belief. So put all of your energy, all of your focus on changing your self-concept. And you will start manifesting like magic. You will start manifesting everything you've ever wanted. Because now you feel like you're worth it. You feel like you deserve it. You feel like it could be yours. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'll see you in the next video.